my name is Charles, and today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of fishing licenses. So which U.S. state is #1 in total saltwater anglers? Any guesses? Florida, with 2.4 million anglers, according to myfwc.com. Today I'm going to make you realize just how important it is for you to purchase a fishing license. I will attain this by first sharing with you very important information regarding Florida's fishing opportunities and fishing licenses. Next, I will discuss the consequences of not having a fishing license. Finally, I will go over what FWC uses the money for when you purchase a fishing license. The benefits of purchasing a fishing license far outweigh the consequences of not having them. First off, Florida's fishing opportunities. Florida is #1 in the number of international game fish records with 1,075, according to myfwc.com. Florida has over 7,700 lakes, 10,550 miles of rivers, and 2,276 miles of shoreline, according to visitflorida.com. Lake Okeechobee is one of the top bass fishing lakes in the country. This is according to Bass Online. And the Florida Keys are home to some world famous sports fishing, according to Sport Fishing Magazine. And Florida has thousands of incredible guides ready to put you on some jaw-dropping fish. I have just shared with you a few facts regarding Florida's fishing opportunities to entice you to go fishing. I will now go over the different licensing possibilities that will allow you to fulfill the urge that I have just created. Alright, so who needs a fishing license? Anyone over the age of 16 needs a fishing license, and anyone under the age of 65 also needs one. The cost of a 1-year saltwater fishing license is $17 for Florida residents and $47 for non-Florida residents. A 1-year saltwater and freshwater fishing license costs $32.50 for Florida residents. A 5-year saltwater license costs $79 for Florida residents. A lifetime saltwater and freshwater fishing license costs $301.50 for Florida residents. A lifetime sportsman's license costs $1,001.50 for Florida residents. And this license is for anyone that is 13 years and older, and it allows you to fish both freshwater and saltwater, and also hunt in Florida. And even if you move out of the state of Florida, you'll have this license for the rest of your life, so it'll always go into effect even if you move and come back. And around Christmas time each year, FWC does a 50% discount, which is really useful to anyone looking to purchase this license. And now I'm going to show you my fishing license. This is the lifetime sportsman's license, which allows me to fish, hunt, and do anything in Florida that requires you to have a license. I've just showed you my lifetime sportsman's license, and I will now go over the consequences of failing to have a fishing license. So the consequences for not having a fishing license: it is a non-criminal infraction, which will result in a $50 fine. Each following infraction also costs $50. So if you are caught 10 times in your entire lifetime, which really isn't it's not that big of a number, and the fines will equal the cost of a lifetime sportsman's license if you were to buy that around Christmas time. I've just shared with you the consequences of fishing without proper licensing. Now let's discuss how you will benefit Florida's fishing by purchasing a license. So what does the money go towards? The money goes to FWC, and FWC uses the money to provide optimum sustained use of Florida's fish and wildlife resources through programs such as the Artificial Reef Program, the Seagrass Restoration Program, and the Fish Population Management Program. The Artificial Reef Program is basically just when FWC takes parts of bridges or docks or anything and goes and dumps them offshore. They also do it with boats, and it just creates artificial reef that the fish like to live around. And then the Seagrass Restoration Project is when you'll drive over grass flats and you'll see they look like tunnels in the grass of where you'll see nothing but sand, and they're called prop scars. It's from boats, And what FWC does is they go out and try and regrow some of this grass so that the fish will come back to the grass flats. And then the fish population management program is when FWC goes out and just takes population numbers of different species. So if one year they say that there's 10 million snook in the ocean, and the next there's 10.5 million snook in the ocean, they're gonna open up the season more so that more snook can be harvested since there's more snook available. And in conclusion, Florida has a plethora of outstanding fishing opportunities. These opportunities have been enhanced through FWC's diligent efforts and through Florida's anglers, both resident and non-resident, purchasing fishing licenses. I've now convinced you that the benefits of purchasing a fishing license far outweigh the consequences of not. As former President Herbert Hoover once said, fishing is much more than fish. It is the great occasion when we may return to the fine simplicity of our forefathers. Does anyone have any questions that they would like for me to answer?
Don't
Yes.
you have to have some sort of stamps for ducks or some birds or something that you do?
Yes, you do, but I'm not 100% on what exactly you need. I think it's like a federal duck stamp, and then you also need, I think it's migratory bird, and then you need a hunting license too. Anyone else have any
The
questions?
sportsman thing is hunting and fishing.
Yeah, I don't think it covers the migratory bird stamp, but I think it covers everything else, so. Any other questions?
Good job, Charles.
Thank you. Did we make 7 minutes or not quite there?